If you want to be blessed, you have to be a blessing to others. A lot of people wonder why the next person's things work out for them. Looking over there wondering what the next person's doing and why things are working out for them. But giving people promises over here and not living up to them. You really got to work at being a real person, because this world really, really desires the fake. They enjoy the fake. They eat it up like Oreos on a Sunday with ice cream. They love the fake. How do I know? Years and years of people watching the Kardashians until they realized how evil they were and are. Years and years of people feeding into the propaganda of reality TV, and we all know shit be set up and it's fake. That's how I know. People love to be fake. They say that they're going to do things, they don't do them. Or they drag their feet, yet they want you to stay upstanding. They want you to follow the rules of morality. And then they wonder why, in fact, you pull your energy, time, and money back from individuals when they're acting and pretending and being fictitious. There's something going on in this energy, and yes, there is 2 supermoons in August that's coming up. The beginning of August and sometime towards the end. But also Venus retrograde, and then there's going to be a Mercury retrograde coming up. There's a lot of individuals that's pretending to love. They're pretending to love. They're pretending to love you. They're pretending to care. They're pretending so that they can keep a cycle of you being empathetic towards them. I really feel like there's a lot of people out here that do not really truly want to pour into the cups of the empathetic. They don't want to give the empathetic any empathy, but yet they want to keep taking. Then there's ones that want to pretend they're empathetic when they're really narcissistic, empathetic leeches. They want all this attention and time to make it seem like that they're empathetic people. They look out for others, but really they do things that looks like it's charity and donations and love, but it's really to throw it back in somebody else's face so that they can receive things from people. Sympathy and empathy, so that they can get away with nasty things they say to people or nasty things they do. It don't work like that. That's what I mean about the illusions of this world. People manipulate energy so highly. They tell you what they want, what you want to hear about people that, yeah, they're treating you nasty. So it's easy to trauma bond with you. It's easy. But the question is, are they going to be just as nice as you are? Just as forgiving as you are? Or are they going to use you until they can't no more? Like a piece of toilet paper, wiping their crap and then drop it off in their toilet to flush. A lot of these people, they don't have empathy, but they want to claim to have empathy. And see, that's what a narcissist does. They play the good guy in front of everybody. Right? While you sit there and you know this is not the way that they really act. This ain't the way they act. But all these people's believing that they're nice, they're good, they treat me sweet. Because they're treating these people out here in the streets, or all these people that wants to put on their rose-colored glasses. To pretend that these people are really good, their intentions are good. These are the same type of people, to me, that would travel to Africa to pet a black person like an animal or a monkey. People aren't pets. Humans aren't pets. To manipulate people is not to be, oh, I love you, but I could talk down to you. I could tell you what to do. I own you. That's not love. Love is allowing a person to be who they are whenever they want to be that person, and loving them unconditionally despite it. That's love. That's true unconditional love. Unconditional love ain't, oh, if you do this for me, then I love you. Oh, if you keep being like this for me, then I'll continue to love you. That's called conditional love. A lot of people's looking for conditions. They don't like that if somebody has a bad day, they say something, or they pull away from people, then they start saying things to you that's nasty. That's not a friend, and that's not nobody that loves you. Because you need space, you need some time. They get offended and start throwing insults at you. That's not a friend. I would rather pull away and not say nothing for the fear of saying something out of anger. But see, that's what narcissists do. They act on emotions over and over again. And when they don't think that they're getting their way, they run around to any and everybody that they played this donation, I'm such a good person role to, and people believe it. So you know what happens? What happens is truth and clarity. You really want to fly free. You have no problem with cutting anybody off that falls for the minions, because you've been there before. You've been with people that tried to create bubbles around you like they loved you, show everybody that they love you, but behind the scenes, they stabbing you in the back like a vicious, corrupt person does. They don't get to see that side of them, because they only show them what they want people to see. Oh, the wounded warrior, or the damsel in distress. But they expect you to always be strong, no matter what they do to you. They expect you to keep on putting up with the BS that they dish out behind the scenes, because everybody else gets the nice treatment. I'm nice and I'm good. But they don't support their friends. But when their friends uplift or do something good, they can't commend them. But they want people to cheer them on to their happiness. They can't do the same for the people. There are people that do it for them. How is that somebody who's kind? How is that somebody sweet? How is that an empath? How? How are you empathetic if you cannot cheer on people that you say you care about, but yet you want them to cheer you on? How is that an empath? How? If you don't have any type of text proof of cheering people on, any type of video proof. Oh, I got videos, lives. I have text messages, plenty of them. I don't have nobody reciprocating back saying things to me that's encouraging and nice. Except you're beautiful and the things that I say to people. But as far as career, as far as goals, I have proof of cheering people on. Do you have records of cheering people on? Before you call yourself an empath, do you have records of doing things for people without it benefiting you? Oh yeah, it's going to benefit the planet. So all in turn, it'll benefit you. But do you really have anything to show that you have done something for somebody else without them having to do something for you? That's what I mean by false, fictitious people. You have to walk the walk and talk the talk. You can't all of a sudden, because you want a whole bunch of money from the universe, start talking about all these things that you might. It remains to be seen. You have never done it. If you had the money, you've never done it for people before. But what they do is they try to talk like they're going to do all this goodness for people, because they're hoping that an empath or a healer or those that is connected to the higher power, because if you do have all this good in this heart, you should be able to go to your higher power on your own and petition them for this money. But instead, they come to empaths to petition them, because they know that if empaths hear it, they can take it to the higher and it'll move for them. Well, guess what? If your intentions ain't pure, And if you can't go to your own higher power, letting them know which good you want to do for people on this earth, if they just give you this money, then why are you coming to me? If they're not doing it for you, they're not giving you this contract, Hierophant in reverse. If they're not giving you this contract, there's a reason. Don't come to an empath, pretending to be an empath, trying to get them to move the scale along for you, when you know the reason why God is telling you no is because you don't intend to do the things that you say you're going to do. They can see past BS. They can see when they're being worked. They listen, they evaluate it. Like, you mean to tell me you really think that God is like humans? They can be distracted by lies and manipulations to get them to work for you. You want spirits to work hard for you. You want the empaths and the earth angels in this earth to work hard for you because you don't want to do the work to become a real caring individual, a real empath, a real individual. There's a lot of people that put on a facade. They come in to rob people of what they have, and they roll out with their chariot, leaving a lot of people messy, needing medical care, mental health care, because all they care about is themselves. They leave people hanging. They leave people waiting. And they all do it under the guise of love. I would love to be a friend. We could be besties. I would love to be your mate. They watch and they gather plans on how to manipulate you out of your time, your energy, and your positive gifts that you have with the higher power, because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to stop their habits that make their mind not be connected to their intuition. They don't want you to leave with your gifts and apply it into your own life. They don't want that. And then after they watch you, try to control you, try to make you feel like you're not who you are, right? Because when they don't get their way, then they run around telling everybody you're not who you are. Yeah, they do that, and they try to act like they don't. Then they want to come back in your face again and be your friend again after they done bad-mouthed you to anybody that will listen. You may have like one person to talk to, and that one person is being manipulated by that person. Tapped out with the energy and the lies. So therefore, Spirit is suggesting that if this is your story, go into hermit mode on these people. These people do not listen. You see all these snakes around? They're trying to choke out this is an egg. That's fertility. They're trying to choke out your fertility because you have the light. They're trying to stop you from what you're doing because you have freedom to do what you need to do. You see this? You're a wish fulfillment. They're trying to get you not to be a wish fulfillment. They don't want people to wish to hear from you, wish to be around you. These may be people that say that they love you and they're your friends. But when they don't get their way, how friendly are they? How friendly is that fire? All right, y'all. I will check you out on TikTok at Queenrella_LLC. These people are keeping a lot of secrets, and they feel like that your work is their work. They feel like your abundance is their abundance. But Spirit is saying that they're about to feel a pinch in their abundance because they keep on playing with your energy and talking shit on you as if you ain't been a great friend, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whatever to them. All right? You stand strong. Keep on being peaceable, because people's truth always comes to the light. That darkness always comes to the light. And usually it's at the boiling point. So you get to see it at the height. Copy.